Okay, let's unpack this. Did you know that over 90% of people globally breathe polluted air every single day?
Wow, that's a staggering number.
It really is. And it's, a sobering thought, especially with pollution levels rising and all the respiratory challenges we seem to face constantly. Protecting our lungs has, quite frankly, never felt more urgent.
Absolutely.
So today, we're not just scratching the surface. We're diving deep into a stack of compelling research and expert insights. Our mission is to give you a shortcut, sort of, to being genuinely well-informed about how something as fundamental as diet,
Mhm.
specifically key nutrients, can be a monumental game changer for your respiratory wellness. We're here to pull out the most important nuggets of knowledge, really, about the best vitamins and minerals for your lungs.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, and often underestimated, is just how foundational lung health is to your entire being.
Right.
I mean, think about it. Your lungs are relentlessly delivering that life-sustaining oxygen to every single organ. And at the same time, they're working to eliminate waste nonstop.
Yeah, it's easy to take for granted.
Totally.
Yeah.
And when this absolutely essential function is even slightly impaired, you don't just feel a bit off. You might experience like chronic fatigue or that persistent breathlessness, or maybe find yourself constantly catching infections.
Mm-hmm.
So prioritizing lung health isn't just about dodging illness. It's
Yeah.
really about safeguarding your fundamental energy, building resilience against daily stressors, and ensuring overall vitality. Quality of life. It's an investment in, well, every breath you take.
And our sources make it really clear that while we all know those healthy habits, regular exercise, definitely avoiding smoking are crucial.
Non-negotiable, really.
Exactly, non-negotiable. But a focused approach on specific nutrients can profoundly amplify your respiratory function. It's like adding specialized tools to your lungs toolkit, isn't it?
That's a great way to put it.
So what does this actually mean for you, the listener, in practical terms? How do these microscopic players make such a huge difference?
Well, consider this. Your lungs are right there on the front lines. They face this daily, relentless exposure to everything. We're talking environmental pollutants, unseen allergens, insidious pathogens.
Yeah.
These essential vitamins and minerals we're about to explore, they don't just passively sit there. They actively step up. They're vital protectors.
Okay.
They help your body meticulously repair damaged lung tissues. They work tirelessly to neutralize harmful free radicals before they cause widespread havoc. And perhaps most critically, they fundamentally strengthen your immune defenses at a cellular level.
Wow.
So it's not just about healing what's broken. It's about fortifying your entire respiratory system to prevent future damage, building lasting, robust resilience. They're kind of the unsung heroes working inside you.
That's a powerful image. Microscopic shields and repair crews. Okay. We've got a comprehensive roadmap to stronger, healthier lungs for you today. We're exploring 8 essential nutrients that our sources consistently highlight. Let's kick things off with a true powerhouse. A nutrient people talk about, but maybe its full impact on lung health isn't always clear. First up, let's talk about vitamin C, our ultimate frontline defender.
Ah, yes. Vitamin C.
Our sources consistently rank it as a top contender among the absolute best vitamins for lung health. And once you understand its role, it's easy to see why. We're talking beyond just, warding off a common cold here.
Indeed. This vitamin works tirelessly. It's almost like a microscopic sweep and clear team working against oxidative stress.
Oxidative stress, that sounds bad.
It is. It's basically a relentless major threat to your delicate lung tissue. It stems from constant exposure to pollution, cigarette smoke, all sorts of environmental toxins. They create these unstable molecules, free radicals.
Right.
But what's often overlooked, and what truly makes vitamin C a game changer, is its crucial role in regenerating other antioxidants within the lung's cellular machinery.
Regenerating others, so it helps them too.
Exactly. It acts like a recycling plant for your cellular defense.
Yeah.
It makes sure your body's protective systems stay fully charged and ready.
So it's not just a solo defender, but like a conductor in the antioxidant orchestra. That's fascinating.
Precisely.
How does that translate into tangible benefits for our lungs then?
Well, beyond directly neutralizing those damaging free radicals from pollution and smoke, it provides a really robust immune boost. It strengthens your natural defenses against common respiratory infections, colds, the flu, even pneumonia.
Okay.
And what's particularly compelling in the research is that it may lessen the severity of asthma symptoms.
Really?
Yes, and reduce those distressing episodes of wheezing. For someone living with chronic respiratory issues, that's not just a benefit, it's a significant improvement in daily quality of life.
That's a powerful argument for making sure you're getting enough. And the good news is it's pretty easy to find, right?
Oh, definitely.
Delicious citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, grapefruits. But don't stop there. Strawberries, bell peppers, broccoli, even Brussels sprouts are packed with it.
Easy to add to meals.
Totally. Easy to add daily or even just as a snack. Okay, now here's a discovery from our sources that, honestly, it shifted my perspective a bit. Let's talk about vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin.
Ah, vitamin D.
We've always known it's essential for strong bones, obviously. But what's truly remarkable is that vitamin D receptors, they're actually found in lung tissue.
That's right.
This connection makes it indispensable for respiratory health. It's not just about bones at all.
Precisely. This really highlights the complexity of our systems, doesn't it?
It does.
Beyond its well-known role in bone health, vitamin D has these powerful anti-inflammatory and immune-modulating properties,
Ooh.
and they directly influence respiratory health. Our sources consistently note that people with persistently low vitamin D levels, they're often far more prone to respiratory infections. They tend to experience more frequent and severe asthma attacks and suffer from worse COPD flare-ups too.
So it's not just about avoiding illness, but also about moderating the body's inflammatory response. That suggests a deeper role than just general immunity.
Absolutely. And what's even more compelling is the research showing this fascinating correlation. Optimal vitamin D levels don't just reduce infection risk, they seem to modulate the severity of inflammatory responses to pathogens. Meaning adequate vitamin D might potentially turn what could have been a severe flu or respiratory infection into something much milder, more manageable.
Wow.
Its anti-inflammatory properties work to soothe airways and improve airflow. That makes breathing easier, less strained, especially for people prone to irritation.
That's a truly surprising insight. It makes a strong case for making sure your levels are robust.
It really does.
Best natural source is sensible sunlight exposure, of course.
When possible, yes.
But you can also find it in fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, fortified dairy products, and egg yolks too.
Good dietary options there.
Next on our lung fortifying list, vitamin E, a powerful fat-soluble antioxidant. Think of it like microscopic armor, specifically designed to protect your delicate lung cells. Because every breath we take, especially in modern environments, exposes us to toxins. So the cellular shield is absolutely vital.
That's an excellent analogy. Vitamin E specifically safeguards those delicate cell membranes in your lungs from the relentless rusting effect oxidative stress.
Right, the oxidative stress again.
Yeah, caused by those ever-present environmental toxins, things like smoke, airborne dust, industrial pollutants, stuff we can't always avoid. It helps maintain the structural integrity of your lung tissue, preventing damage at a foundational level, and it supports essential immune responses. In fact, a deficiency can significantly compromise lung elasticity.
Elasticity, like how well they expand and contract.
Exactly. And it dramatically increases vulnerability to inflammation and irritation, makes your lungs less effective and more susceptible to long-term damage.
Okay, I've heard some conflicting things sometimes about vitamin E doses. Like, can too much be a problem? Do our sources touch on that balance for lung health?
That's a very important question, and yes, the sources do provide nuance. While vitamin E is a powerful protector, the emphasis is generally on getting it from whole foods for a balanced intake.
Food first, right?
Right. Studies do show that higher vitamin E levels are associated with better lung capacity and peak airflow measurements, so a direct impact on performance.
Okay.
However, excessively high supplemental doses might not add extra benefit and could, in rare cases, interact with certain medications.
Good to know.
So the key, like with many nutrients, is balance. Get it from diverse food sources unless a deficiency is actually diagnosed. It also aids in tissue repair after you've been exposed to irritants or after an illness, which is crucial for ongoing lung health.
Okay, so food first. To boost your vitamin E effectively, reach for nuts. Almonds, hazelnuts, peanuts are great. You'll also find it abundantly in seeds like sunflower and pumpkin seeds, leafy greens, spinach, Swiss chard, kale, plant oils like sunflower, safflower, olive oil.
Lots of options.
And don't forget avocados. Creamy goodness.
Can't beat avocados.
Okay, so beyond shielding cells from external attacks, true lung resilience also means strong internal defenses, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
That brings us to vitamin A. It plays a really crucial role in maintaining those vital mucous membranes lining your respiratory tract. That's essentially your lungs' very first physical barrier against invaders.
And this is absolutely critical for defense. Adequate vitamin A ensures your airways stay hydrated and robust.
Hydrated, like moist.
Yes, exactly. which significantly reduces your risk of infection and inflammation. Think of those membranes as the moat and wall of your lungs castle.
Nice analogy.
But beyond this immediate barrier defense, vitamin A also actively regulates immune cell activity. And it supports crucial lung development, really important early in life, but also for ongoing tissue health. It keeps that airway lining moist and strong, helps prevent bacteria and viruses from getting through, boosts white blood cell production to fight infections, supports regeneration of lung tissues after damage. It can even lower airway inflammation, which might reduce asthma severity by keeping airways calmer.
So it's not just a physical barrier, but it's also involved in immune system communication and repair. That's a really comprehensive role for one vitamin.
Precisely. It's like a triple threat.
Yeah.
Barrier integrity, immune modulation, and tissue repair.
Wow.
Without enough vitamin A, that first line of defense can become dry, brittle, making your lungs far more vulnerable to irritants and pathogens. It just underscores how foundational these nutrients are, not just for general health, but for specific organ function like breathing.
Makes sense. And you can find plenty of vitamin A in those vibrant foods, right? Carrots, sweet potatoes.
The orange and red ones, yeah.
Dark leafy greens like kale, spinach, collard greens. Red bell peppers are another great source. Liver, if you eat it. Beef or chicken, and butternut squash too.
A rainbow of options, like you said.
A rainbow, exactly. Now let's turn our attention to vitamin B6. Often overlooked, maybe, but our sources strongly emphasize its role as a respiratory regulator. It's deeply involved in everything from oxygen transport to inflammation regulation, makes it far more vital than many people realize.
Yeah, its influence extends quite broadly, and in ways that might surprise you. Beyond its direct benefits, B6 is crucial for protein metabolism, and it even helps produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine.
Brain chemicals, how does that link to lungs?
Well, these brain chemicals indirectly affect respiratory rhythm and stress responses. Meaning adequate B6 can actually help your breathing become more steady, less reactive to psychological stress.
That's fascinating.
And a deficiency in B6 can notably weaken immune function, making your lungs much more susceptible to infections and slowing down recovery.
That connection between B6, brain chemistry, and breathing rhythm is genuinely insightful. So it's not just about the lungs themselves, but the whole system controlling them.
Exactly. It's about optimizing that entire neural pathway that governs your breathing. And on a more direct level, it's essential for producing antibodies to fight infections effectively. It enhances oxygen delivery throughout your body because it helps with hemoglobin production. That's the protein in red blood cells carrying the oxygen.
Got it.
And it actively helps regulate inflammatory processes within lung tissues. This can improve airflow, reduce irritation, particularly helpful for chronic conditions like asthma and COPD. Plus, it ensures your respiratory muscles have the energy they need to work efficiently.
That's a compelling case for its importance. Where do we find B6?
Good sources include poultry, chicken, turkey, fish like salmon and tuna, legumes, chickpeas, lentils, starchy vegetables like potatoes and sweet potatoes. Bananas are a popular one. And many fortified cereals have it too.
Plenty of choices there. And then there's vitamin B12, aptly named the oxygen optimizer.
Yes.
It's not just about producing red blood cells. It's about ensuring those cells are fully functional and carrying oxygen, right? Directly impacting your lungs' efficiency.
Absolutely. Delivering that life-sustaining fuel everywhere. A dip in B12 means your lungs are working harder for less return.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Correct. Adequate B12 levels are absolutely vital for preventing that pervasive fatigue, that inexplicable breathlessness, even nerve damage that can significantly impair respiratory function.
Nerve damage, too.
Yes, it's key for the entire nervous system, which meticulously regulates your breathing rhythm and coordination. If you're serious about ensuring your lungs operate at their peak, B12 deserves significant attention. It ensures efficient oxygen transport and supports your body's defense against respiratory pathogens by boosting white blood cell activity.
It sounds like B12 is crucial for the very machinery of oxygen delivery, preventing the lungs from being overtaxed.
That's a good way to think about it.
Now, given that it's found primarily in animal products, should listeners on plant-based diets be particularly mindful of their B12 intake?
That's a critical point to raise. Yes, absolutely. For those following strictly plant-based diets, B12 supplementation, or really relying on fortified foods, becomes incredibly important. Natural plant sources are basically non-existent.
Good to emphasize.
And a deficiency, as our sources highlight, can lead to a type of anemia that directly impacts oxygen carrying capacity. This results in symptoms like breathlessness that can easily mimic lung problems.
Uh,
It's vital for nerve function controlling breathing, and it even aids in recovery after a respiratory illness by boosting immune cell activity.
okay, so where do we find it? Primarily animal products, you said.
Right. Meat, specifically beef and lamb, various fish and shellfish salmon, tuna, clams are good examples.
Mhm.
Dairy products like milk, cheese, yogurt are good sources. Eggs, too.
And for the plant-based folks.
Fortified foods are key. Fortified plant-based milks and cereals are excellent options. You just need to check the labels.
Right. Okay, now switching gears from vitamins to minerals. Let's talk about magnesium.
Magnesium, yes.
Mhm.
Involved in so much.
It is involved in over 300 biochemical processes throughout the body. But for lungs, our sources highlight it as the undisputed airway muscle relaxer.
And this role is truly crucial, particularly for anyone experiencing respiratory discomfort or conditions like asthma.
How so?
Magnesium actively relaxes the smooth muscles that line the airways.
The muscles in the airways.
Yes. Relaxing them allows for significantly better airflow. This is especially impactful during moments of bronchospasm, that sudden involuntary tightening, or during an asthma attack where every breath can feel like a struggle.
Wow.
It also helps meticulously regulate inflammation, which is critical for managing chronic conditions like asthma or bronchitis.
So it's literally helping the airways open up. That's a very direct, powerful benefit for lung function.
Precisely. And its calming effect on the nervous system can even help prevent stress-induced breathing difficulties, because stress itself can trigger airway constriction.
Didn't think of the stress connection there.
Yeah, it connects. Plus, it supports stronger respiratory muscles, contributing to greater overall lung capacity and improving oxygen utilization at a cellular level. For anyone with reactive airways, magnesium isn't just beneficial. It's really a foundational mineral for comfortable breathing.
That's a powerful insight, especially for people who feel that tightness. Where can we get more magnesium?
Load up on leafy green vegetables. Spinach and kale are stars here.
Oh.
Excellent sources also include nuts and seeds. Think almonds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, oats, legumes too, lentils, chickpeas, black beans, and of course, avocados make another appearance.
Good old avocados. Finally, we round out our list with zinc, the indispensable immune defender.
Zinc, yes, a trace mineral, but so important.
Right, needed in small amounts, but plays this critically central role in immune regulation and the vital process of lung repair.
Zinc acts as a crucial catalyst for numerous enzymes involved in rapid cell growth and meticulous tissue healing. Our sources are very clear on this. A deficiency can significantly weaken the body's ability to mount an effective defense against respiratory infections.
Weaken the defense.
Yes, and it can notoriously delay tissue repair. That leaves your lungs more vulnerable to recurrent issues, prolonged damage.
Sure.
Its powerful anti-inflammatory properties make it a non-negotiable mineral for strengthening your immune response against both bacteria and viruses. It speeds healing from colds and respiratory infections, actively supports lung tissue regeneration, and improves your overall resistance to environmental pollutants.
So it's not just a general immune booster, but really a key player in the physical repair and resilience of the lung tissue itself. That's specific.
Absolutely. Think of it as the construction foreman and the security guard all rolled into one.
Huh, nice.
It's essential for both building and protecting. Without sufficient zinc, your immune cells struggle to mature and function properly, and your body's ability to repair the delicate damage caused by everyday irritants or infections is severely hampered. This makes the lungs, in particular, much more susceptible to chronic inflammation and damage over time.
That really puts its importance into sharp focus. Where do we find zinc?
You can get zinc from meat, including beef and pork. Shellfish are excellent sources. Oysters, crab.
Oysters are famous for zinc, right?
They are indeed. Legumes like chickpeas, lentils, and beans are also great plant-based sources. And don't forget seeds like pumpkin and sesame, and nuts like cashews and almonds.
Good variety there, too. Okay, so after exploring all these incredible interwoven nutrients, what does this all mean? Our sources consistently emphasize that maintaining truly healthy lungs is about much more than just adding a few vitamins. It's fundamentally about adopting a holistic approach, right? A complete lifestyle strategy.
Absolutely, and consistency matters immensely. These nutrients aren't magic bullets. They work best when integrated over time, day after day, not overnight.
Right, it's a long game.
It is. Think of it as a daily commitment. And crucially, you simply must pair superior nutrition
Yeah.
with healthy lifestyle choices.
Foundations.
Exactly. That means regular, moderate exercise that gets your lungs working, practicing clean air habits, maybe using air purifiers if you're in a polluted area,
Mhm.
and, as we mentioned earlier, unequivocally avoiding smoking. That is paramount. These are equally essential for true, lasting lung health.
Yeah.
No supplement can outweigh those foundational habits.
And let's not forget hydration. Drinking enough water keeps those vital mucous membranes in your respiratory tract moist and effective.
So important.
It significantly improves your lungs' defense capabilities against airborne particles and pathogens. Simple, but effective. And, as always, regular checkups with a healthcare professional are key, especially if you have chronic respiratory issues or if you suspect nutrient deficiencies or if you're thinking about making big changes to your diet or starting supplements.
Definitely consult first. And to your point about supplements, if your dietary intake consistently has gaps, some sources do suggest that high-quality supplements can effectively bridge that gap. They can provide targeted support.
Okay.
For instance, some formulations, like one mentioned called Helios Lung Forte, are cited for their synergistic blend of vitamins C, A, and E. These combine to powerfully reduce oxidative stress and robustly support immune defenses.
Interesting combination.
Yeah. Another example mentioned is something called glutathione forte. This complements the first by supplying 99% pure glutathione, that's a master antioxidant, along with additional C and E to enhance its absorption and effectiveness. The idea is maximizing the benefits of these key nutrients specifically for your lungs.
So targeted support options exist.
They do, but they're examples of targeted support, always with the caveat of individual needs and, again, consulting with a professional first.
Right. Absolutely essential. This really brings it all together, doesn't it? Your lungs are your body's irreplaceable gateway to life-sustaining oxygen, literally fueling every cell.
Mm-hmm.
Protecting them shouldn't just be a priority. It really should be a central pillar of your health strategy.
Well said.
By understanding and proactively incorporating these essential vitamins and minerals, whether mostly through nutrient-rich whole foods or maybe some thoughtfully chosen supplements, you're not just passively repairing existing damage. You're actively fortifying your body's sophisticated defense against future harm. You're building resilience, one breath at a time.
That's the goal.
So what stands out to you most from today's deep dive? How will you make these insights a tangible, impactful part of your daily routine to breathe easier and maintain vibrant health? Something to think about.